It's been reported that 70% of licensed realtors didn't sell a single home last year, per the NAR. Damn. So this is why I ain't seen no, realtor baddies, especially the ones in like Atlanta and shit. I ain't seen them. You ain't seen them real estate gurus. You know what I'm saying? Them house flipper on here trying to sell y'all, cause they kind of just went away like them life in the day in the life of the tech girlies and shit. Like them just whoop. Them LLC they disappeared too. Damn. See, this is why you don't just jump on trends and you know what I'm saying? This is why I always preach, have a career, have a like job.
Let's be honest, a lot of people got into real estate thinking it was going to be easy money. And now we're starting to see the reality hit. Right now, there's a growing number of real estate agents who are either stepping away, burning out, or quietly quitting the industry altogether. And if you've been paying attention, you've probably seen it all over TikTok.
I'm burnt out from real estate. Let's talk about it. I will officially be a licensed real estate agent for a year in March, and I am so discouraged right now. And I don't know if this is just like a phase or if this is just how it's going to be. And it's been basically my whole entire career has been like, no, no's. Then there's a few yeses. And I'm just like, is that the career itself? Is it going to be more no's than yeses? Or is there going to be a breakthrough? Am I going to get some more clients as I continue in my business? Which logically, yes, that would make sense. As you build your business, you're going to get more clients. But real estate is sales. A lot of people aren't buying a home every single day. So I just don't know. Is there going to be a breakthrough where it's like, oh, I can actually breathe? I'm not having to do side jobs plus balance real estate and exhaust myself just to make it through so I can pay my bills for 1 month. I don't want to do that. I don't want to live like that.
What you're seeing here isn't just one person having a bad week. This is something that's happening across the entire industry. For a long time, real estate was marketed as this almost guaranteed success path. You get your license, you show a few homes, you close a deal, and you're making thousands. That's what people believed. But what's not talked about enough is that real estate is, at its core, a sales job. And not just any sales job, one where your income is completely inconsistent. Some months you might close a deal, other months you make nothing. And in today's market, those nothing months are happening more often.
I think this is the worst time to become a real estate agent, and I'm going to tell you why. Everything that used to make real estate a rather simple or, let's say, easy job is completely gone, and there is nothing there to replace it. I'm not saying that you won't succeed if you're a new agent. You most certainly can, but you have to understand that we are entering a sort of new era in real estate. The first thing new agents need to realize is that you will not succeed at the level you want to in this profession unless you go full time. Oftentimes, this includes joining a team because a lot of new agents don't have the resources or the wherewithal to understand what the heck you're doing. You're thrown into this job. There are a million different things to do. You can do open houses, door knocking to get clients. You can do online ads. You can do social media. There's just so many angles that you have to understand before you really launch into this job. Then there's clerical stuff. You have to understand how to write an offer. You have to understand how to draw up a listing agreement. You have to have communications with your office regarding marketing. There are so many things that you need to do. And I'll give you guys an example of what pushed me out of my part-time job and into real estate full-time. It was a global pandemic, but I was using my part-time job to supplement my income because I needed to pay for real estate. Real estate is an expensive profession to be a part of. So I was paying for all of my real estate fees with my other job. And then the pandemic hit and I was forced into real estate full time. And that was the first year that I made $200,000. So I'm proof that that's what needs to happen in order for you to be successful. You need to go full-time, whether it's on a team, whether it's by yourself. You really need to put your best foot forward and go full-time in this career.
A lot of agents are realizing that it's not just about working hard. You can be putting in effort every single day and still not see results because the market itself has changed. Back in 2021 and 2022, things were completely different. Interest rates were low. Buyers were aggressive. Homes were getting multiple offers within days, sometimes within hours. People were overpaying just to secure a property. But now, that energy is gone. Buyers are more cautious. Interest rates are higher, and homes are sitting on the market longer. which means fewer deals and more competition. And that's another problem that's not talked about enough. There are too many agents and not enough transactions.
Yeah, so I used to think that the money in real estate was just about selling houses. Don't get me wrong, it is, but that's not the whole game. If you're a realtor, you can be an investor. If you're an investor, you can understand lending. If you understand lending, you understand timing, leverage, and structure. That's how money circulates every month without you starting over. Because let me be honest, grinding as a realtor is not for the weak. You're rebuilding your pipeline nonstop. You don't have no days off. No matter how much you want to take a break, you always have to work. Because if you're not grinding, you don't have a pipeline. And if you don't have no pipeline, you don't have no paycheck.
Think about that for a second. More people trying to sell homes, but fewer people actually buying them. That means everyone is competing for the same limited opportunities. And for newer agents, that's where things start to fall apart. Because this isn't an industry where you just show up and get clients. You have to constantly market yourself, network, follow up. Put yourself out there every single day, and even then, there's no guarantee. Some agents are going months without closing a single deal. And at that point, it's not just frustrating, it becomes unsustainable.
I quit being a realtor, so let's finally talk about it. I actually filmed this video months ago, but it got lost in my drafts when I got a new phone. But I've had some comments, people asking me if I'm still doing real estate, and the answer is no, I'm not actively pursuing real estate, but yes, my license is still active. My son just woke up, so one second. Anyways, yes, my license is active and I'm always gonna keep it active just to fall back on, but I'm not working with any clients unless it's a referral. If you guys need an agent, let me know, I can refer you to somebody, but I'm gonna try not to ramble, but the main reason why I quit real estate is I've just realized that I don't have the personality for it. It's just not for me whatsoever. It was super exciting in the beginning, but once I got past that like initial excitement, I started to just like dread it. I'm not like a super people person. You have to go out, meet people, be outgoing, and tell literally anybody and everybody that you're a realtor. I only had 3 sales in 2 years, and one of those was a family friend, so that should have told me right there that it was not for me. Because I didn't have a lot of clients or a lot of experience, I really never built that confidence that I needed as a realtor. Never let anybody tell you being a realtor is hard, because it really is. It's a 24/7 job, especially if you have like a family and kids. It's really, really hard. But everybody at my firm has families and they're absolutely crushing it. So if you guys are actually interested in doing real estate, go for it.
Another thing that surprises a lot of people is how expensive it is just to stay in the business. You have licensing fees, brokerage fees, marketing costs, photos, ads, gas, time, all of that adds up quickly. So now imagine you're not closing deals, but you're still spending money just to stay active. That's where a lot of people start to question if it's even worth it. And for some, the answer is no. But there's also something deeper going on here. A lot of people didn't realize what kind of personality this job actually requires. You have to be outgoing, consistent, comfortable with rejection, because you're going to hear no far more than you hear yes. And if you're not built for that, this job will drain you.
I'm going to say something that's going to piss off a lot of real estate investors and people in new construction in South Florida. This market is going to crash, and it's going to crash really hard. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but I'm already starting to see a little bit of price correction. Like prices from 2021, 2022 are really down a lot, especially in places that really got overbuilt like Orlando. And in South Florida, the overbuilding is just like going and going and going. I had to drop someone off today at the Fort Lauderdale airport. I stopped at Casa de Pão. It's an amazing Brazilian bakery. It's in Boca. And 441, the way to Royal Palm to my store, because I was like, the turnpike was like all traffic today. It's all like, even the fields, I can tell it's going to be built up. It's going to be townhomes, apartments, or houses. And the prices that they're trying to get for someone to do construction, I'm sorry, is bullshit, because I'm in construction. I know new construction is mostly, unfortunately, built like shit. I always tell people, if you want to buy a house, buy something from the early 90s back, because even though, yes, you might have issues of an older house, hey, those 1920s homes, they're still standing. The homes that I'm seeing built now, I don't think they're going to last 100 years. But I don't think this is sustainable. I've been saying that for a long time. People are like, oh my God, you're a doomsday sayer. No, just the feds keep fucking with the interest rate, and they keep doing things to like mess with the market, because people want you to buy this new construction. People want you to spend millions of dollars on these properties that are going to tank in value. And if you're like, no, you're just being a doomsday sayer, I'm not. Look at Orlando right now. There is a massive housing correction there. Look at new construction in South Florida. You're going to see a lot of stuff sitting. And, you know, also on a side note, I'm at the light at Southern and 441. I've been here for almost half an hour. It's just going to get busier and busier as more people coming in. But honestly, I think prices are going to come down very shortly, especially if they mess with the interest rate again.
And that's why you're seeing so many agents either stepping back or pivoting into something else. Not because they're lazy, not because they didn't try, but because the reality of the job doesn't match what they expected. And on top of that, the easy money era is over. There was a time when homes practically sold themselves, but now you need strategy, patience, consistency, and honestly, a strong pipeline just to stay afloat. Because if you're not consistently closing deals, you don't have income. And if you don't have income, you can't stay in the game. That's just the reality. Now, does this mean real estate is dead? No, people are still buying homes. Deals are still happening. But the difference is it's no longer easy. It's no longer fast. And it's definitely not guaranteed. So what you're seeing right now isn't the industry disappearing. It's the industry correcting. The hype is fading. And what's left are the people who are willing and able to adapt. But for everyone else, this is where they start to walk away. And honestly, you can't really blame them. But I'm curious, what do you think? Do you think real estate is still worth getting into right now? Or is this a sign that things have changed for good? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy real life commentary like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.